Hello everyone and welcome back to Madridista Notes channel. After a long break during the international FIFA World Cup break, there was no matches for Real Madrid, and after a long break we will be back tomorrow in La Liga. We are playing against Real Valladolid. It's an away match. We are going to the Real Valladolid Stadium, which is Jose Zorrilla Stadium, capacity of 28K. So this is the preview for the match against Real Valladolid. And right now, you can see that from here, Real Valladolid has played 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 friendly matches so far to prepare for the continuation of the season, but Real Madrid has only played two, and one of those friendly matches was only 60 minutes. So I think we are less prepared than a team like Valladolid, whose most of the team were had a nice little break and they came back, had a short a short preseason. So I think physically Valladolid will be better, in a better shape than Real Madrid. And our midfield is totally threadbare. Chouameni, Camavinga, and Modric only joined the training today, so there is no way they are going to be playing tomorrow's match if nothing really catastrophic happens. I think the midfield three are going to be Ceballos, Valverde, and Cruz. We have a couple of players from Castilla. Maybe they will be given some minutes. I don't think we need to risk Modric, Camavinga, or Chouameni for this match. The preferred predicted lineup is Courtois in goal, in right back Carvajal, in defense Rudiger and Alaba, and Mendy in left back. In midfield, of course, Ceballos, Valverde, and Cruz, and in attack Benzema, Asensio, and either Hazard or Vinicius. It could be either of them, but Ancelotti has said in his press conference today that he will give preference to the players who has had more time to train. So we will have to wait and see. Let's check out some of the recent form and how this Real Valladolid team likes to set up. Their last three La Liga matches, they have lost two and won only a single match, and that's the bottom 20th team, La Liga 20th place team, Elche. And in these two matches where they played against better opposition, Osasuna and Athletic Bilbao, they played a flat 4-4-2, but when they played against the a lot weaker Elche team, they played a 4-3-3. And you can see from the score lines here against Athletic Club, it was an away match. They lost 3-0 against Osasuna. Another away match, they lost 2-0. And it was a home match against Elche. They won 2-1. So even though it was a home match and it was the dead last in the league position, they still had some trouble to get the result that they wanted. So it will be another home match for the lead, and they have picked out some picked up some points along the way. When they played at home, their away from is abysmal, but at home they have done bits. So we will have to be careful because, as I have said, physically they're in a better shape. I don't know what kind of physical shape Real Madrid players will be in. We will just have to see. Maybe we will have a slow start. A slow start is not out of the realm of possibility. Really, I can really see a slow start. And against the bottom clubs in the league, we always struggle because they defend really deep. They play deep blocks, and we struggle to break those deep blocks. And we drop. We have been dropping lots of points against the bottom teams in the league. So this match doesn't give me a lot of confidence. Really, I don't know what to expect from this match. I'm expecting. I don't know. My prediction will be a 1-1 draw or something. I really don't know what to expect. We will just have to wait and see how Real Madrid performs in this match. I'm a little bit skeptical, but from the even from the form guide of the friendlies, we can see that they played 6 friendly matches. They have won two, lost three, and drew one. So even during friendly matches, Valladolid isn't enjoying some good form. The top players for Real Valladolid has been their goalkeeper, one of the top players in Jordi Masip, and you can see who has the best ratings, what kind of gameplay this team have. Defenders and midfielders are the best rating players with the best ratings. So it's a defensive oriented team. They like to keep the defensive shape well and then build up from there. They do not really have some attacking impetus where they can do damage to Real Madrid, but they will be very, very careful not to concede early and go into the back foot where they have to come out and try to score goals. That's the game plan of these bottom half teams in La Liga. Mainly, whenever we play them, they try to keep it as tight as possible at the back and try to keep the scores level as long as possible and maybe sneak a goal here and there through set pieces and stuff like that. Then, when Real Madrid goes more attacking, they try to go on the counter. That's the time of gameplay. That's the kind of tactics I'm looking at tomorrow. That we will have to work hard to break their deep block, and we will have to really play on the front foot. We cannot really be playing on the back foot because we haven't been starting matches that well. Recently, we dropped points just before the World Cup break, so we need to pick up some points. Even though I'm predicting a draw, I hope we can have a really good start to the second half of this season. Um, Not a slow start like first. We I don't do not expect really a fast start, but something in the middle, not a slow start at the very least. As we can see, they haven't been really enjoying any fun playing against the better teams in La Liga. And let's check some of the stats. They have played 14 matches in La Liga so far. They have scored 13 goals and conceded 21 goals. So it's not like they are keeping the clean sheets by long margin, or like they are being able to keep the goals away and not conceding as much as less as possible. But still, I do not know how we are gonna perform because teams pick up their pace, pick up their level whenever they play against Real Madrid. You know, the players like to show because the Real Madrid and Barcelona, mainly Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico, these are the clubs, the neutrals, and most of the La Liga observers, La Liga watchers keep an eye on. So if you can show what you are made of against these teams, maybe you catch the eye of some higher up the table clubs and can engineer a move. Those are so that adds more to the game for the players. They are more motivated to play and show their talents, show their level while playing against these big teams. So, in attacking phase of the game, Real Valladolid has scored zero point 0.9 goals per game, not even a full one goal per game. So, they are not that clinical in front of goal, and they do not really create a lot of chances. So, as long as we don't have many bozo moments, we can keep their score below one goal, maximum one goal. I'm thinking, and we should be able to score at the very least two goals. So I don't see why we shouldn't be beating this Real Valladolid team. No free kick goals, so there isn't a free kick specialist in the team. Goals from inside the box, uh, goals from outside the box. Okay, big chances per game is 1.6, headed goals 2. So from set pieces, they haven't really scored many goals, headed goals. So we don't. Hopefully, that's a good sign because sometimes our defenders can be like lose their concentration and get scored from set pieces. And so if they're not really that great at set pieces and heading, that's really for Real Madrid really, and they don't really create many big chances per game. So we can see not much attacking impetus in this team. Let's check out the passes. Ball possession, 48.4%. That's a good amount of ball possession. Really, I wasn't expecting this high of a ball possession from this team. Accurate passes per game is 79.5%. That's relatively high considering their position, 13th position in the league. Own half 86%, position half 67%, accurate long balls, crosses, blah blah blah. Clean sheets, only three clean sheets. So Valladolid have only kept only three clean sheets. So if we really don't have a really bad and off day in front of goal, we should score a couple of goals easily against this Valladolid team. Goals conceded per games is 1.5. So yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't be scoring two goals minimum. Tackles per game 17.8. So it's not going to be a fun game for our attackers. Really, tackles are gonna be flying high. Because 17.8, it's like a tackle every 5 minutes. A tackle every 5 minutes. That's gotta hurt. Interceptions 9.6, clearance per game 20.5, blah blah blah. Okay, and duels won. Let's check out the duels won statistics. They have won 50% of the duels. That's a really good number. Every out of every two duels, if you were winning every other duel, I think that's a good indication that the players don't shy away from the duels, and so ground duels 53% and aerial duels 45% won, above average, good. That's a good number, I would say. Possession lost of offside per game, not many offsides per game, so you can see that they don't really play. The strikers don't really play off the back of the defenders. They don't really make those runs of the defenders, and so it's really expected here. Fouls per game is 11.4, so one foul every 8 minutes, 8 9 minutes. Yellow cards, two red cards, only one, and red card came from the Moroccan defender Yamik. I checked earlier. So from the look of it, it shouldn't be that difficult of a game if we don't make it difficult for us. My only worry is that Valladolid has prepared better during this break, and so they will be in a better condition. Hopefully, we can take care of it and have a have an above average to good game, so we can take care of business and start the second half of the season with a W. That's it. My prediction. Okay, I was a little bit uh, dooming, pessimistic, but I would say my prediction. I would like to predict a 2-1 win for Real Madrid against Real Valladolid tomorrow. Now, let's mm, get back to Real Madrid. Some transfer related news about Real Madrid, and the Jude Bellingham stories are really, really hitting up. It's like Real Madrid has really stepped up their pursuit of Jude Bellingham. Enzo Fernandez looks like to be going to the Premier League. It can be Chelsea. I don't think Liverpool are going to be paying 120, 130 million euros. What we are hearing is Chelsea are really, really pushing hard for him. Benfica wants the release clause play paid. Chelsea says that they are willing to pay over more than the amount in the release clause, but they would like better payment structure. So I think the way the Chelsea owner moves, Enzo Fernandez, I think, will end up going to Chelsea, and it will be for the minimum release clause, which is 120 million euros or something. That's a massive amount of money, and so the Jude Bellingham news that's breaking now: Manchester City, Liverpool, Real Madrid. I think three of these clubs are gonna go head to head for him, and there are some reports, there are some rumors going on that Manchester City is working really hard behind the scenes, and as well as Real Madrid is doing it totally. The Liverpool noise has suddenly went down for some reason. Liverpool, uh, it seems like Liverpool has um, fallen behind the pecking order, maybe by a little bit for some reason. Maybe Jude Bellingham is giving preference to Manchester City and Real Madrid, and the minimum package, I don't think it will be 120 million guaranteed, 20 million euros guaranteed, but I think the minimum guaranteed fee will be 100 million euros plus another 20 to 30 million in bonuses and commissions and blah blah blah. Because the rumors, the reports are coming from Dario AS Marca and some other outlets, Spanish outlets, that Real Madrid have package ready for Jude Bellingham, 100 million guaranteed plus a 20 million bonuses. In bonuses, another 50 million in commissions, and he will get a 6 year contract with a 11 million euro per year contract or something like that. That's a huge commitment. Like 11 year for 6 years is 66 million, another 135 million. So It's a total 201 million euro for 6 years. So that's a massive commitment. So, as I have said in other videos, that the Real Madrid management, the Real Madrid scouts, are totally convinced with Jude Bellingham. As I've said, that Real Madrid doesn't only look at the player's sporting profile, they look at the character profile too. And I think he is a model professional, and so that works at a massive advantage for him. And so I think seeing that Enzo Fernandez is gonna command a similar fee, so Real Madrid is thinking, yeah, let's push ahead with the signing. And as he is only 19, 20 years of age, a really, really young age, and he has some maturity in his game already. He is England international, starting for England. He had above average to good World Cup. He is, I would say, one of the best players in the Dortmund team. I'm a little skeptical because he comes from the Bundesliga, and Bundesliga statistics, uh, when it comes to attacking side of the game, are a little bit inflated. But we'll have to see how he does when it comes to Real Madrid. Oh, hopefully, he has a really good time here. If he comes, he becomes a success. But I am still not sure about him. He is not at the level of talent, I would say, of a Cruz or Modric when they were. But to be fair, when Cruz and Modric were 19 years of age, they weren't a full-fledged international for Croatia or Germany, and they didn't have this much hype around them. So the price is understandable as he has the English tax added to. So if Real Madrid goes for him, of course we're going for him. If Real Madrid captures his signing and he becomes a Real Madrid season next summer window, then all the best luck, all the best to him, and all the best to Real Madrid. Hopefully, he becomes a massive success for us. There are some other reports coming out about us monitoring Lovre Majer, a Croatian international playing in France for Rennes. And the reports are that Real Madrid management, for some reason, are not sure about Mendy. They don't like that he is not more attack oriented, and they are worried about his form. And so there are reports about going for Fran Garcia speaking up pace once more, and we are monitoring, still keep monitoring Jusko Gavardiol. There is no reports about any forward signing, as Ancelotti has confirmed in his press conference that we are not looking to add any players during the winter transfer window. So he has totally shut that window completely. So no Cristiano Ronaldo or nothing. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, and if you have enjoyed it, kindly like, subscribe, and comment. I'm gonna be doing live watch along for the Real Valladolid versus Real Madrid match tomorrow night. Keep an eye out for that. See you tomorrow.